are 4 areas of literacy that research has highlighted are an important aspect of learning to read. In any program you go into, in any school, these are the things you should be looking for. For those of you who don't know, an important thing for you to know as parents is phonemic awareness is actually not even looking at letters. So we're not even talking about handwriting without tears. We're just talking about hearing sounds. Your child needs to learn to speak before they can learn to read and write, right? So the natural progression is you play with sounds. You play, that's where you do nursery rhymes, you do a lot of read alouds to your children, singing in the car, all fantastic literacy skills when you do those things with your child. So that's called phonemic awareness. And then when you actually start showing them the print, this is a, apple, then that's called phonics. So depending on where your child is developmentally, we're talking about phonemic awareness. We don't really do that with 5th graders, for example, but you would do phonics with a 5th grader. So depending where they are phonetically and developmentally, those are the kind of strategies we're going to talk about today. There's a lot of research to show that if children come into even pre-K and kindergarten with a huge gap in vocabulary, they're going to struggle in reading and writing. So what do we need to do as parents? Talk, talk, talk. Fluency is simply being able to speak fluently, right? So when we're reading, we tell the children we want to read the way we speak. So doing is not fluent because that's not the way we speak, right? So a good comprehensive reading program needs to also instill fluency. So these are the 4 elements that I'm going to be referring to a lot today, and any good comprehensive program needs to address all 4 dimensions. So these are the elements that need to be a part of how we teach reading. And then the most important of all, especially at this age level, is oral language. Just helping them articulate what they're feeling, how they want to express their ideas. And so oral language has to be a part of your phonics, phonemic awareness, oral language has to be a part of your vocabulary, oral language has to be part of your fluency, and oral language has to be a part of your comprehension. If you are bringing up your child bilingually or trilingually, then it's even more important that you really develop that oral language in both of those languages. So really allowing them to talk. So the heart of everything is, of a good comprehensive program that has these 4 elements, is that there's an authentic reason for reading it and for authentic reason for writing. So my premise is all kids can learn no matter where they are, no matter what kind of disability they may have, or if they don't have a disability, all children can learn. And they would just need to access them in different ways. So you can have like a whole group lesson that might be 5 minutes on the rug. Boys and girls, today we're working on reading this book that's called blah, blah, blah. And then they'll break up into either small groups, I think Melanie already mentioned, they would break into centers or stations. And then one of those groups would be going to the teacher. So either the teacher would be working one-on-one with the child or in a small group. And at the end of the 60, 90-minute block, then you're doing some kind of checking for understanding. Okay, what did we learn today, boys and girls? Can you tell me one more thing that you learned before you walk out the door? Your ticket out the door is tell me one thing you learned during stations or during reading time. So this is sort of what your literacy block would look like, more or less.